Hello everyone, this is Raj here. Welcome to the world of Salesforce. Today is the day 21 class where we are going to discuss field dependency, field history tracking and feed tracking, right? So the first one is field dependency. So what is a field dependency here? Right? When we are creating any fields, right? When we are creating any field, just we are going into fields and relationship in the object from the object manager. Let me go to the Salesforce. Right? So from the object manager, you are going to any object, let's say account or any object. Let me go to my custom objects. Let's say doctor object, right? In this doctor object, see here, go to the fields and relationship and you are going to create a new fields, right? So new fields. Then what is a field dependency? There is a one more option here. See, field dependency. What is this field dependency? So in this field dependency, we are having two components. So one is the controlling field and other one is the dependent field, right? So one is the controlling field and other is the dependent field. So which field needs to be controlled and which field is dependent on other field, right? So like for example, when you are filling any applications in the real-time applications, right? So let me show you here. So when you're filling any applications, country will be there and state will be there, right? So when you are selecting the country, it may be India, US, UK, anything. So when you are selecting the country, then only these dependent fields will appear to you. How we are going to achieve this in the Salesforce, right? So Indian states, how the Indian states are appearing for you. Let's say Telangana, Karnataka, right? Andhra Pradesh. So when we are selecting India, then only these particular Indian states will appear to you. When you are selecting United States, right? So United States related states will appear to you, like California, right? New Jersey, like this, Texas, like this. When you're selecting some other country, so that country related states will appear to you. So here, this country field is controlling field, right? It is controlling the states, right? So this state is dependent on this country, right? First, we have to identify what is the controlling field and what is the dependent field. Here in this case, the country is the controlling field, which is controlling the states, and the state is the dependent field, which is dependent on the country. Am I right? So how we are going to achieve this? Let's see in the Salesforce. Let me create two new fields here. Okay. Create new. Go to the pick list. So I'm going to select the pick list, right? Dependent pick list and how the dependent pick list values are there. How we are going to create this. Let's say country. Okay. I'm going to enter the values. So with each value separated by a new line. Okay. So what are the countries will be there? Let's say I'm creating India, US, UK, Australia, right? Middle East, something. You can write anything. Okay. So some of the countries I have written here. Country. So when the user going to select this particular country, India, Indian state should appear. India, US, UK, Australia, Middle East, like this. Okay. So click on next. Next and save. Okay. Save and new. I am going to create one more pick list value, which is a pick list value, which is a state here. Let's say state. Okay. Here these options are use global pick list value set is there, right? So this global pick list value directly in the setup, we are having a global pick list. There you can create by default values. So you can use those default values from by selecting this one, use global pick list value, or else if you want to create, then enter these values. Already I have said this while creating the data types, right? In the data types class, I have discussed all these things. Okay. So now I'm going to enter the values. Let's say a few values I'm going to enter here. Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Kerala. Okay. And some other country states will be like California, New Jersey, Texas. Okay. And some other country, it may be in New York. So UK related states, New York, London, Scotland, and whatever countries I have written, India, US, UK, and Australia, right? So Australia related, Melbourne, Sydney, and Middle East related, Dubai, Oman, Qatar, like this. Okay. Okay. Now click on next and save. Okay, save it. Now go to my doctor object. And let's see what is going to happen. Right? Click on new. See here, country and the state is there. Okay, country and the state. So when you are selecting this particular country, so let's say India, I'm selecting here. So if you go to, you need to select the state, right? So see here, India. Okay, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, very good. So all the related states are there. But when you come down, California is there. In India, California, Jersey, New Jersey is separate state, Texas. Why these states are visible to me? So when you select US, so obviously users will confuse, right? So user when selecting the US country here, Telangana, they don't know Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, they don't know all these things, right? So when the user select Middle East, so here still you can see Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, right? So how to control this country field and how to make this state as a dependent on this country, right? So let me go to here, go to edit object, go to edit object, go to fields and relationship. See here, there is an option field dependency, right? Just click on this field dependency. Okay. As of now, no dependencies are defined. Click on new. See here, what is the controlling field? So in my case, it is the country is the controlling field. What is the dependent field? In my case, state is a dependent field. Continue. See, all the country related fields, whatever the pick list values I have given, and the state related pick list values. So now select India related states. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, include. See here option include values. See highlighted. Okay, now India related states I have highlighted. Now coming to the US. California, New Jersey, Texas, New York. Just include values to US. Now under the UK, London, Scotland. Okay, New York. Sorry. So include values to UK. Okay. Now coming to Australia. Now coming to Australia. Come down. Now come down. Australia. Where is this? Melbourne, Sydney. Include values. Now coming to Middle East. Dubai, Oman, Qatar. Okay, include values. Got it right? So see here now, come down, click on save. That's it. Now go to this doctor object, just refresh the page and try to create a new record here. Now you can see, just refresh the screen. Still it is not refreshed. Okay. See, now the state, you cannot directly select the state. See, the state field is gray out. Okay. So you cannot directly select the state pick list values. So first you need to select the country. So if I select the India, then India related states will appear. Only these 5 states will appear for me. Okay, no other states. So when the user selects like Australia, so only Australia related states, Melbourne and Sydney. When the user select Middle East, only the Middle East related states will appear. Dubai, Oman, Qatar, like this. Right? No other country states will appear. This is the way how field dependency is going to work. It is not only for the new, for the existing records also. If you want to add, yes, you can add. So just click on edit. See here, view all dependencies, view all dependencies. Directly you cannot select the state. So first you need to select the country and then the state. Okay, click on save. That's it. See here. Got it right? So this is about field dependency. Okay. So now coming to feed tracking. So what is a feed tracking? So if you can see here, whenever any object we are creating, any custom object we are creating. So we are enabling some few options there, like we are enabling track activities, track field history, right? So like this, we are enabling some options. So this activity, when you enable these options, so let me create one new custom field so that you can clearly understand. So go to object manager, create a new custom object. See here, come down. See here, allow reports, allow activities. When you click on this particular checkbox, this particular field is, this particular component is going to add here. Okay. So see here, this particular component is going to add here. Right. Like you can create your own events. You can create you can send emails. You can create a new task from here like this. Okay, activities you can track. So what is a feed tracking then here? What is a field tracking? If it is enabled for any field, then any changes into that field will be get posted into the charter. Will be get posted into the charter. Let me go to the accounts. Maximum cases it is enabled in the standard objects. Okay. So let us say, for example, this is the charter. See here. So let me change here account communications test. Let me save this. Now you can see here under this charter. See, Dhanaraj admin updated this record. So which one? So from the edge communications to edge communications test. Right? So like this way, we are going to this feed tracking. So if it is enabled for any field, then any changes into that particular field will be posted into the charter. Right now, any user in the organization can view this charter messages. Okay, this particular edge communications changed to edge communication test by Dhanraj admin. Right? How to enable this feature? How to enable this feature? So we have to enable at an object level. Right? It is mostly enabled for the standard objects. We need to enable for the custom objects. Whenever we are creating the custom objects, so we are allowing the charter groups, right? So we are allowing the charter groups here. Okay. So like this, we can, this complete charter component, we can add from the edit page. Let me go to my custom object, any one of the custom object. Go to this edit object. Let me go to this Raj record. Right. Let me edit page here. Click on this edit page. Right. So if you go to here components, just check for the charter. Why? Where is the charter here? Charter is not enabled for me. Why? Right? So if you open any custom object, right, directly field tracking is not enabled. If you want to add charter, so from the app builder page, we just drag and drop this component. Generally, we are doing this type of actions, right? But it is not visible. How I can add this charter component here then? Right? We have to enable it. This feed tracking needs to be enabled in the organization. How? How we need to enable this? Let me show you here. Go to the setup. We have to enable this first. So go to the setup. In the setup menu, check for the feed tracking. See here, feed tracking. Under the charter, under the feed item, we are having this option. Feed tracking is there. Just click on this feed tracking. Okay. See, all the objects are visible to you, right? All the objects are visible to you. Now, for my object, what is the doctor object? Let me go to this doctor object. Just enable this field tracking. Feed, not field, feed tracking. Right? Enable feed tracking. Okay. I'm not making as true all these fields. Just enabling this field tracking. Click on save. Okay. Just click on save. Your changes has been saved. Now go to this Raj object. Just refresh the screen. Okay. Now go to this edit page. Okay. See here. Now check for the charter. See, previously for the same object, I have tried, but the charter is not visible to me. But now the charter feed is visible to me. Okay. So just drag and drop this component to here. Right. So complete charter component is added here. Now click on save button. That's it. Changes saved. Go back. So previously it is not enabled. So that is why this particular component is not there. Right. And now when I have enabled the feed tracking from the setup menu, now this particular charter component is visible under the app builder page. Just drag and drop this particular charter component. So now the component is ready. Now try to edit this. Let me edit this from Raj test. I am adding here. Save this. Why? Nothing has been posted here. Right? Nothing has been posted here. Why? Right? So if we want to make a chart right for to any users, so just put a post message if you want to share any update. Right? If you want to share any update. Okay. So this is feed tracking enable. Like this, if you want to send any message, yes, you can send. Share. See here, Dhanraj admin just now send a message. Feed tracking enable. If you want to make any poll questions, what, right? So if you want to make any questions here, question type, yes, you can make test question, right? If you want to conduct any polls like this A, B, right? If you click on ask, see here, like this. If you want to make any polls here, yes, you can make, you can do it. Okay. But whatever the field changes I had done. So previously in the accounts, when I had changed the edge communications to edge communications test, so directly that particular message is appearing for me here. This particular Raj Dhanaraj admin has updated the changes. But now why it is not coming here? Why it is not coming here? Because we have not enabled the fields here. So we need to enable the fields. So name. So whatever is there, I have enabling here. Okay, just click on save. That's it. Changes saved. Now refresh the screen here. Now refresh the screen. Just click on this, remove this test and click on save button. See here. Now Dhanraj admin updated this record. Previously it is not there, right? So previously it is not there. Updated this record just now from the name Raj test to Raj. You got it right? So you can like this, how many fields we can select. So for this doctor object, only minimum fields are there. So I have selected all the fields. But in reality, you can select a maximum of 20 fields. Let's so go into the account object. So for this account object, see here, number of fields are there. See, there is an option here. You can select up to 20 fields. So there is an option only to select a maximum of 20 fields only. Okay. So you can select a maximum of 20 fields. Right. In the real time when the business asks, so to track these fields, right, you can select whatever the fields the business given to you. So you can select those fields and you can enable this field tracking for them. Like this, we need to enable this. Okay, like this, we are going to post in a charter window. So you can enable this charter window under the feed tracking option from the setup menu. Okay, and one more option is there here. Track field history. Track field history. Let's suppose what is a track field history. Okay, so by using this feature, by using this track field history feature, we can track the history of the field values. Here also we are tracking the like history only, right? So Raj test to Raj, right? And from the field history, that means there also it is going to track. So this particular Dhanraj admin has updated the record from Raj test to Raj. Okay. So what is the main difference then? So who updated the record? When he has updated the record, the complete history will be stored in an object, right? That particular object history. So for example, doctor's object history means doctor's history. So there is a one related list added to it. So there we can query directly. So whatever the changes done by the user, not only the admin, whoever the users logged into my system and do any changes, all these changes will be tracked in that object. And we can query also. But in the feed tracking, we cannot query. We just see as a message. That's it in the charter group. That's it. But if you want to query, if you want to store in a separate object, then this field history tracking is helpful to us. Right? If you go to this edit object, go to this edit object. See here under the details, already when this object when we are creating this object, we have enabled these particular features, right? Like this. We have enabled yellow reports, we have enabled yellow activities, track field history, yellow in charter group, like this we have enabled. Right? Suppose I have not enabled. Let me close this. I have not enabled. Edit this. Come down. So I have not enabled this track field history. Save this. See, now the track field history is not there. Now I want to track. Now the business asks to track some of the fields. Let's say name or country or something. Right? So if I want to track this, so now I am unable to track. So firstly, there is a prerequisite. You need to enable the track field history, right? Track field history option in the object level. Then only we can track under the field level. See, there is an option here, set history tracking. Just click on this, right? So it needs to be enabled first of all. In order to select this one, so we need to select in the object level first of all. We need to select under the object level. It is the prerequisite, right? So in the object level, we need to enable this track field history. Then only you need to set the field histories. Right? The first step is you need to enable under the object level. Okay. Then only you can use under the field level. How we can do this? So let me enable this under the object level. Okay. So track field history under the object level. Now I'm going to the fields. Now I'm setting the history tracking here. So which one, a country, status, where, right? All these things I am going to track. Just save this. Okay, done. Right, field history tracking is enabled. Like this, how many fields we can select? we can select a maximum of 20 fields only. A maximum of 20 fields only we can track. Right? After above 20 fields, we cannot select those one. Okay. So then only the old field needs to be deselect and the new fields which we want to track, that needs to be selected. Okay, how this works? So let me go here. So now let me add this particular field history as a related list. As a related list. Go to the page layouts. Right? Let me show you here. So if I am enabling, let me change from India to US and I'm changing to California. Save this. See here. So, okay, field tracking is enabled. Okay, very good. But what about the this field tracking completed? What about the field history? So, what are the changes done by Dhanraj admin? Previously, I have updated the name, I have updated the country, I have updated the state. So, all these details needs to be stored somewhere, right? So, if you go to related, see here, nothing is there. Then how come users know? So these are the changes done. These many changes has done in this month. So at particular date, at particular time. So these are the changes done. So how to track all these things? So then go to page layouts. Just go to the related list. Right after enabling this particular field history. See here, doctor's history is added. Under the related list, there is a new object added. Sorry, yeah, new object. Right, directly we can query from this doctor's history. Right, just drag and drop this doctor's history here. That's it. Click on save. Yes, completed. Now go to here, just refresh the screen. After enabling this field history only, this particular object is going to add. Right, see, doctor's history is added. So what are the changes? Just open this viewer. Okay, so after enabling this field history option, okay, so these are the changes I did. So from the state, the field is state field. By who changes the field? Dhanraj admin. When? On 21st of September. From Telangana to California. So he changed country also from India to US. Okay, like this. Let me change here. Go to Raj record. Okay. Test for field history. Okay. Save it. Okay, let me go to this related. See here, doctor's name has been changed from Raj to Raj test for field history. So now again, another user updated this particular field. So remove this test and updating this field. See, again, this particular change is added here. Raj test for field history to new value, this one change. Right? Like this, whenever you are updating. So let me remove this, all these things now again. So all these things are, so all these are posted in the feed. Okay, charter wise it is okay. But in order to query all these fields, in order to track the complete history, right? In order to track the complete history means we need to track under the history object only. Right? We need to track under the doctor's history object only. See, total when this on August 31st, this field has been created. This Raj record has been created. Okay. So later on, some changes has been done here. Okay. So after 21 days, I have updated these changes. So like this, we can track the complete history. Like this, we can track a maximum of 20 fields per object. Right? Per object, we can track a maximum of 20 fields here. Okay. Hope you understand about this field history, right? So we can enable the field history tracking for maximum of 20 fields per object. And one more point here, we can track the field history of the last 18 months. 18. Last 18 months, we can track the field history. Right? All these things we can store in a doctor's history. Whatever the object is there, that particular history object. Right? History related list. This is nothing but a history related list. We need to add this particular history related list in a page layouts. And then only we can see all these things. Now you got it right. So today we have covered this field dependency, what is the field history tracking and what is a feed tracking, how to enable this and how to use these features, right? So keep following this channel for the latest updates. If you are having any doubts at any point of time, mention in the comment section. I am going to clarify those doubts. Okay. Thank you guys.